you had your SummerSlam match with Shayna, then came back out. It was a big surprise. You worked Lucha Vavoom, Pro Wrestling Revolver, and then you had the Ring of Honor match. At the time you said, you're really just focused on being a full-time mom, not really looking to sign anywhere, but have the offers stopped since those 3 matches that I just mentioned? Like, are you still getting, because I know a lot of people say, when is she going to come back to UFC, but do you still get that sort of attention from pro wrestling?
I mean, yeah, I feel like it's a good thing. I guess it means that I'm missed. Is that if people still to this day ask me if I'm going to be fighting or going to be wrestling. But yeah, I mean, like my last run just with, Vince and Bruce Pritchard and John Laurinaitis just was such a negative experience. I know that, most of them are gone. Bruce's little shit ass is still around, but, I'm not overly excited to come back like I was the last time. I think just, even though like I had so many matches that I very much enjoyed and had a great time, like when I look back on it, I don't really think of like the joy that I had in those matches and those live shows, that I had so much fun. I just think of like the anxiety of never knowing, what was going on until the very last minute and not being allowed to prepare and getting our time cut over and over and over again. And it was just like the experience itself was so needlessly stressful. I think that's what drove me so hard towards, screenwriting and graphic novels, and this story is kind of like a refuge from that. And I know that things are a lot different now. I've heard from the girls so much better, but it's kind of hard to like shake that and be excited to come back like I was before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you are keeping busy with writing. You have a great job. You said like I'll admit it too. Like there's no better job than being a parent, even if my kids are upstairs waiting to drive me nuts after I end the call. But
like, yeah, and imagine taking them on the road every week, like flying with them and going to different cities. Like it's hard on kids, and after a while, you have to think like, am I doing this for me or am I doing this for them? And it got to a point where it was just too much to be putting my baby girl through. It was too much time to spend away from my husband and my boys, and we want to have more kids. And I can't imagine taking multiple kids on the road or leaving one home. You know what I mean? Like, family's got to come first. And it's just, we want to have like a whole army of kids, and I've been putting it off long enough. I gotta get to work.